so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get started. Starting on the mound in this one, Kodai Senga. How about a report on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss.
Okay with the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The pitch. Struck him out looking. At the plate, Griffin Konai. Just missed. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Toss to Alonso. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Goes down looking. And the Marlins down quietly. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Queens, and on the hill in this one, Edward Cabrera.
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Lindor with another scorching run of play lately. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now it's Juan Soto. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Soto with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now,
Lindor on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. Tag.
No way.
Got him.
You know, when you've got cooler
The
temperatures
ball was
like
high.
this,
I want to challenge that.
Offense going because hitters just don't want to feel the sting in their hands. They don't barrel
No
it up.
way.
So being aggressive there, trying to get into scoring position by stealing a bag. I
No
get it. Sometimes you just have to try to
way.
manufacture some runs.
I'm
especially in
safe.
temperatures like this.
That's insane. I can't challenge that. That should be. That's safe.
And a big swing and a miss.
That's
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's wild. How that's an out. I'm on the bag before the tag.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swung on, belted.
Make him tag.
Carry. Gone. Straight into the visitor's bullpen. He sends it out of here. And the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Rips one to left. That's a base hit.
Batting fifth.
1 down. And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. In the dirt, it gets to the backstop. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just 1 pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Alonso headed for third. Gets off a throw.
Oh, why did Pete? I didn't mean to make Pete run. Meant to. Idiot.
Up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Runner on the go. In the air to left center. Hill on the move to the alley. He's there. He's got it.
Bad move.
And that'll do it. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. New inning getting started, and now Connor Norby.
Number 1, Connor Norby.
Senga back to work. Senga goes 6'1", 200 pounds, and he was born in Japan. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And he's registered.
That was in the zone?
In this one.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Jesus Sanchez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail here 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. Here's Jesse Winker.
The left fielder.
Winker with a homer in his last game.
Winker.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, no outs. Starling Marte will hit next. Fought off foul. That one missed. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a foul ball. Out to short. Lopez. In there safely.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Golden opportunity right here. Just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Ground ball could be 2. Fired to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The shortstop takes the ball. Two outs and a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Way back there. Reaching for it and brings it in. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Citi Field, and here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Foul ball still 0-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And there's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Juan Soto.
Soto.
On the ground to first, and foul ball. Liner to second and picked on the hop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. A single his first time. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? 1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled away.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
On the ground, out to short. Lopez tosses across to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Number 2, Luis Angel Acuna.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Luis Angel Acuna. Reached on an infield single his first time. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
8-2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Runner on the go. Throw. Save. Senga, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Acuna on at second with 2 down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ripped on the ground to second, and that's the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez. That one fouled off.
You know, these Marlins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Konai. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. Tap foul at the plate. Just missed. The Marlins still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 strikes.
Got it. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Two outs. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Here.
Hard hit left side. Slings to first. And a quick out, number 1.
The left fielder, number 3, Jesse Winker.
And now here is Jesse Winker. And he's already singled in this game. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Grabs it on the run. And there's 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
And that one fouled off. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a base hit to left. And that keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Ball one to Taylor. And the 1-0. Marte on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Senga back to work. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball one.
You know, these Marlins, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expecting to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Sanchez stands in now and watches strike one. Late on that fastball.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And up next for Miami, Graham Pauley. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In there, and it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Winker sizes this one up. But it's the shortstop that gets there. And that is that. Miami down in order. And they're down 2-0. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Taylor, 31 years old, and he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center. And it's even up.
Some guys love to make that adjustment from a corner spot to center field, because in center you get the best view of the ball game. You're looking straight in at the hitter's area. On the corners, you're blocked a little bit.
Fair ball.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So the lineup flips over. Francisco Lindor now at the plate, 1 for 2. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. The tag out.
Now batting, right field.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Juan Soto now. He's already homered in this game. Towards first. Sneaks through. Base hit. Lindor zipping around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 3.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Edward Cabrera won't go any further tonight, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Now on the bump, Jesus Tinoco.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
And that one hammered. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Third baseman number 2, Luis Angel Acuna.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Luis Angel Acuna. He's 2 for 2. And a foul ball. Two outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Drops into the glove. And the inning is over.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Agustin Ramirez. There's a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that
day. And 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Boom, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Left fielder,
Dane Myers, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Fouled off left side.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That misses. And that's ball 2. The Fish hitless so far in the game. That's in there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Out to short, Lindor. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Derek Hill.
So 2 down now, and here is Derek Hill. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins 0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Francisco Alvarez.
To third. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Myers makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 3, Jesse.
2 down, bases
Winker.
empty. Jesse Winker getting ready to hit.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go low.
Up the middle, Lopez tosses to first, and they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
And that one fouled off. Senga winds and deals. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Winker makes the grab, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Kodai, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
One down, base is empty. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Now, Jonah Bride. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1 to count.
And that is out of play. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Got him swinging. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still down 3-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Seth Martinez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Starling Marte.
Lead up for the Mets, the designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now the batter now, Tyrone Taylor. And that one lifted in the air center field. He's got it. One away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
And that's outside. 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Declan Cronin up and loosening in the pen. Bender getting loose as well. Next offering is downstairs.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2-0. Ground ball to the right side. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit. I'm on wish and wish, like wish and practice for my world. I did so much, I knew my mind for a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, and the true, huh? A terrible thing away. You watch the color just spoke to me, a parent was in the face.
Double play ball to second. Here's Lopez for 1. And that's 2. So it's no runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Number 1, Connor Norby.
Senga back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. What a game he's having. 16 Ks down.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Sanchez in the box again, takes a strike. Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game bid. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Oh, and he was just 5 outs away from the no-hitter, Boog. Heck of a game he's had, an excellent performance, but now he's got to get right back to attacking the next guy.
One out, runner at second. Graham Pauley will hit next. Sanchez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
Oh, it's a tough at bat right there. You go up trying to be aggressive, fall behind 0-2 in the count, and then spit on one you think's a ball, only to get rung up. Probably a little too close to take, though.
Yeah, he had it right. StatCast showed that one missing the zone, but not by a lot. And now for the Marlins, Agustin Ramirez.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And that one finds its way through. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. It's 3-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So 2 down, and at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. And there's a foul ball. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Now 1-1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one is inside. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the grab, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Anthony Bender. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Pete Alonso. He's in now.
Alonso.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. His 7th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Acuna at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to the left. Zips it to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 3 in this one. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman Jeff.
Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And that ends the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edward Cabrera.
And we're back. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. Swings through that one for strike one.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
In the air, left field, down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So they're down to their final out. And now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Kodai. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. That's in there. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.